Can I tell you about my recommendations? I think you'll have to wait if you want the details of the recommendations.
Broadly, sir. Broadly.
Broadly, there are two simple positions. One is one fundamental position that the committee took was that no film, no, the committee, that is the Central Board of Film Certification, should not really have the right to cut a film, to use scissors. That should be a right that belongs to the person that made that film and no one else. If the film has to be changed in its character or sections of it excised or rearranged or any one of those things, it cannot be the right of anybody else except the filmmaker himself or herself. Alright, number one. Number two, there are other instead of having just three broad categories, U, A, and A, we added several new categories because according to the sensibility in terms of age groups. For instance, UA, the big two has been broken up into two. One which ends with young teens and one which ends with teens. Under 15 and over 15. Up to 18 years. So you have UA1 and UA2. Two UAs things. And then adults, the two categories in adults. That one is the category of general adults and the other category is adult with where you give a cautionary note for the film. Because let us say the film has excessive violence or has sex and use of a kind that is much too explicit. Now, if you have a film of that nature, then it will get an adult category, but there will be restrictions to the manner in which it is shown. It will not be. That film will not be able to be shown in cinemas in the middle of residential areas. Number one. And also, it will only open at 11 o'clock at night, not before. There is a conscious attempt to restrict an audience coming to see the film. Now, it is not, you're not cutting somebody's work, but you are saying, you're cautioning them as to the kind of film it is. Okay. So that is, and this is something because you don't want to encourage people to make films like this. In other words, you are in fact discouraging them from making films of this nature, but you're not saying that don't make it. That's up to you. You want to make it, but then you must accept certain restrictions. Now, similarly, like say for instance, when you have freedoms, we in a democracy we have freedoms, but those freedoms are limited by your constitution. You can't have freedom beyond your constitution. You cannot have your freedom at the cost of somebody else. You can't. Your freedom cannot
infringe on the others.
Impinge on the freedom of your neighbor. It's as simple as that. It's the same principle being applied.
Basic constitutional.
Yeah, that's it.